Oh. Hi everybody, it's Kathy. How's everybody doing tonight? I'm doing pretty good. Carpal tunnel, just in case you're wondering what this meant. I went on an excursion yesterday and today. What happened was I was on YouTube just kind of browsing through at other people's channels, and I saw a lady with a hat, a small straw type hat, and I said, "Oh, isn't that cute?" And she said she was going to make something with it, and I can't remember what her channel was, or I would tell you. And she said that she got them in the dollar store, and she had a white one. And I said, "Oh, wow, that's great. I'm going to go to the dollar store tomorrow," meaning yesterday. So I said, "Gee, I wonder if they'll have them," because somehow I was thinking in my mind that she was from a warmer climate. She may have been, because there's several people that I watch are North Carolina, South Carolina, Texas, one in Florida. So I thought, well, maybe it's seasonal, and maybe being in New York, we won't have anything like that. But I'll check anyway, because sometimes if you don't get hold of these things right away, you don't get them because they don't replace them once they're gone. I mean, it's the Dollar Tree, right? And their stuff does move out pretty quickly, especially crafting things. Anything decorative does. So I went there, and I didn't see anything, and I kind of looked around in seasonal, and then I went down into the aisle that had some the fake flowers, the artificial flowers, and I saw a lady stocking shelves, and I walked over to her and I said, "Hi, can you tell me, I'm looking for small hats that were used in crafting." And I said, "Oh, they're about this big, and the one that I saw on YouTube was white." And she says, "No, you won't find anything like that here." And I said, "Well, is it because it's seasonal, or you just aren't going to carry anything like?" "No, we won't have anything like that here." Said, "Oh, okay, thank you." So I'm walking up the aisle, and I get to the end, and I had to go like around a display in order to get to the exit door. And as I started to go around the display, I saw 4 hats sitting on top of a display of children's flip-flops. And I'm like, "Oh." So I looked around, I didn't see any more, so I took all 4. And I looked down the aisle, and I saw her, and I waved to acknowledge her, and I said, "They were up here." And she said, "Oh, really?" She said, "Well, excuse me, I'm sorry." And I said, "No, no, don't worry about it, it's okay." So I took them home, and there was 4. They were pink, and I took them home, and I said, there's like 4 dollar stores within 10 miles or less of where I live. So I said, "Well, I'm going to go tomorrow, and if I happen to pass a dollar store in my travels, I will stop and see." So I was out with my husband, we were running some errands, and we stopped at a Wendy's, and across the street is a plaza that had a dollar store. So I said to him, "Do you mind if I just take a quick run in there?" But he likes dollar stores too. He more so than I do. When I go in any kind of store, I kind of go in with a mission or something that I'm looking for, and if I don't find it, I don't stay around. I just kind of leave. So, but he wanders. So he said, "I'll go in with you." So he walked in. Same situation. I just basically got into the store, and I said, "Oh, look at this. Oh my goodness, pay dirt. Are you kidding me?" So then I ran amok. They had white and pink and beige. And I'll show you here just a second. And the beige ones are bigger than the white ones. And they have a cute little flower on the side of them. And they have, this particular one has a ribbon around it. So like I said, I ran amok. I got think, 4 and 4. And so excited. I went home and I kept thinking about them. What am I going to do with them? What am I going to do with them? And I said, I know what. At the bottom of our driveway on either side, there's a fence, and I put flowers up each year. But, of course, they're very expensive to put them up because there's one side of the fence has 3 different sections, and the other one has 6, maybe. So I would do every other one. So I said, well, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hang these on the fence. Now, you could hang them on the fence. You could hang them, you put it on a child's door. You could put them on a wall on the front door, the back door, whatever. So this morning I said, I'm headed down that way. I'm going to go to Sam's and see what ribbon they have left, if any. So I went down to Sam's and I looked. They had quite a bit. They didn't exactly have what colors I was looking for because it was kind of picked through. They've been there a while. But I did end up with this. And this is the prettiest thing. It's got butterflies and some leaves and like a sunburst. And I said, well, that's going to go great with the pink one. So this afternoon I sat at the table and I said, let's see what I can do here. And this is what I ended up coming up with. And it turned out really cute. So what I'm going to do with it, no, I'm not going to wear it, is I'm going to put it on my shutters in the front of the house. And I have 2 sets of shutters, which means 4. And these are kind of vinyl-y. I think it will hold up because I have just a small overhang. But I think these will be reasonably protected from the weather. And if I get one season out of them, fine. That's wonderful. The ribbon is wired. I think I've said before, if you're going to buy ribbon, that's about the only way to go because you can do with it what you want. If you don't buy wired ribbon, which I have done, it will do what it wants. So as long as I keep this, I'll put it on an S-hook right inside the shutter, and it will have to be high enough so that Brady doesn't get it, the doodle. So yeah, there's so many different ways you could do this. Then I just took, and I don't even remember what you call this. I had a lot of it. It's that stretchy elastic stuff kind of that you buy in the Dollar Tree also. I've had mine for a very long time. So I just put that and tied a knot in it and then attach the bow to that. Now you could put some flowers in here if you wanted to, some artificial flowers. Where I would put them, I don't think I'm going to do that because they would fade too easily because it's a southern exposure. But yeah, if you didn't have that, you could do that. You could put probably like a 1.5 inch ribbon. This is 2.5. I don't have a 1.5 near me, but yes. Anyway, I thought these were the cutest things, and they really don't take that much work. I will go over the bow. This is the black one. Black. This is the white one. And then this is the larger of the 3. And this is pretty too. It will go with anything. I'm going to grab a piece of ribbon over here. I'll just be out of your sight for a second. Not that you're going to miss me. Let's see. What have I got here? I've got some green. We'll try it. We'll go with the green. Now, all you have to do is pick the size of the loops that you want. I used 5-inch loops. And I kind of cheat when I'm counting because the table that I'm on has 8-inch squares. So I'll just take like 1, 2, 3 squares and know that I've got 24 inches and then add accordingly or subtract accordingly. This is a Sam's ribbon also. It's 1.5 inches and it's a real pretty green. It's a spring, summery green. All you need to do, some people like to put their ribbon on the floor, not me, is check to see if you have a front or a back, in other words, a good side, bad side, and you can put your, I'm gonna have to adjust, put your ribbon down and then decide how long you want. So 8 inches would give you a 4-inch loop because you're folding it in half. And turn it that way, and then you're going to do the same thing again. Another 8 inches would give you 4, and then you go back and do it the other way again. My hand is hurting today, so I'm clumsy. And then this is going again. Then if you want to start making them smaller, that's all you have to do, is just cut in a little bit. Go this way, go this way, and then scrunch it up. Don't fold it in half, but scrunch it from the middle down. And the zip tie is too big, but we'll use it anyway. Zip ties can be your best friend when you need them. I'm going to set that down. And when you use a zip tie, you go into the flat side. If you don't, it'll just it won't tighten. I don't know if this worked or not with my fingers being so clumsy. But anyway, so you have 1 ribbon, 2 ribbon, and because it's wired, you can twist it and pull it whatever direction you want to pull it. Turn it this way. Now before you begin, it doesn't matter actually, even after, decide how long you want your tails. And if you get, say, a 26-inch piece of ribbon, once you fold that in half, you're going to have 13 inches on each side. And you can turn your zip tie to the back, tighten it. Well, don't tighten it yet. Assuming you've left it fairly loose, cut off the length of tail that you want, slide it through the zip tie, then pull the zip tie tight, and then cut the end off the zip tie. And then your tail, I'm not cutting this, but your tail would be attached on both sides. And then your shorter sides, of course, are the ones that they're going to be the front. So what you do last will end up being first. And then, like I said, you just keep playing with these until you get them the size that you want them. I'll be doing some other things, and I'll do the ribbon on the Bow Dabber. I use this when I have to make ribbons, and sometimes I don't. If I'm going to do a lot of bows, or if I need to hold a bow down while I'm doing something, I slip it into that because it saves your hand. It's like having a third hand. So that'll take care of that. Okay. I hope that explained everything. So if you're crafty and you want to get out and do something like this, I just suggest that you go fairly soon, because like I said, something like this for $1.25 is not going to last long. You'll end up seeing them around in other places, even like the Dollar General. You might see them, but you're not going to pay obviously $1.25. You're going to pay more than that. Okay, thanks for joining me tonight. Please, if you haven't subscribed already, to give me a thumbs up. I can use every thumb up I can get. And if you haven't already subscribed, subscribe. And I'll see you again. The next time I'm going to have a recipe. I'm not sure exactly when it'll be. If it's not tomorrow, I know it won't be tomorrow, because tomorrow I got a really busy day. But like everybody does, I'm sure. Thursday probably, maybe in the afternoon. But thanks for joining me. I really appreciate your time. And I hope that you learned something, or that you can learn something by making something your own. And that's what you do, because whatever colors you use, or whatever sizes you choose, or whatever ribbon you use, you're making it your own. And that's great. Okay. Thanks again. And I will talk to you soon. Please be kind to one another. Thanks again. Bye-bye. Talk to you soon.